everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Subscription Boxes and More with Michelle. And what I have for you here is the Emotional Wellness Box. I love the art on this box. It is everywhere. I love it. So much to look at just on the box. But let's see what's in the box. And I'll tell you something, guys. The lady that curates this, she is a really awesome, caring person. And I love these boxes. Before I even open it, I'm going to tell you I love this box because I know I will. Alrighty. So in here is Valentine Studios. And see? Let's get you a good view of it. On the bottom there, Valentine Studios. And they sell this through Crate Joy. Emotional Wellbeing, cratejoy.com. Emotional-well-being.cratejoy.com. Okay? Or just go to Crate Joy and put in Emotional Wellbeing Box. And it should come up. And here is, it's like inside so far. Welcome to Emotional Wellbeing. And it tells you the different stages, and each stage has 3 boxes. And so this is meant to be a whole year worth of boxes. And so which stage are we on? We are on the red stage, whatever that is. Thank you. We're glad you're here. And I'm glad I'm here too, because since they try to do this without getting all kinds of emotional, and I have not had the best mental health since my dad passed away the 8th of last month. So I need this. I really do need this. Alright. Graceful Survival. Box 2. We have box 2 here. And on top we have some cards that are tied together with some pretty yarn. And it says box 2, Graceful Survival. Welcome to you, most precious and valuable human being. Box 2 is all about surviving this crazy world with a little bit of grace. The principles include how to self-soothe and manage high stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. Oh, I need this box right now. This box is about what calms us neurologically and how to use that to regulate and care for ourselves in the moment. And this is a few pages, okay? How to self-soothe overwhelm. Remember, you are the master and authority in your life. You are responsible for your own self-soothing and emotional hygiene. You are the one that makes meaning out of your life. Our greatest desires for this box offering are that you have tools to use in time of overwhelm. Right here, right now. That you find new understandings that empower you. That you begin to change all thoughts that do not serve your very highest good. We are here for you. Please reach out and join our private Emotional Wellbeing Facebook group. I've joined, but I haven't, I need to get out there, put myself out there. The practice of graceful survival. Emotion practice for graceful survival. Mental practice for graceful survival. Physical practice for graceful survival. Spiritual practice for graceful survival. Relationship practice for graceful survival. Like, tell someone you are in a relationship with something that you really admire about them. Find someone daily to smile at. Offer an honest compliment whenever you can, beginning with yourself. Service, work, career, creativity, contribution, practice for graceful survival. Schedule some time to do what you really want to do, even if this means doing nothing. Put yourself first. Well, I don't do that very well. Schedule sacred time to do what you love to do. I need to do that. Give yourself big credit. You are on your own incredible hero's journey. Just by reading these practices, you have opened a door we encourage you to walk through and take the steps of doing these practices. We trust these steps will support your graceful survival and lead you toward your wildest dreams. Trying to throw it on the floor. All right, so right on top we have this. These boxes have something for each of your senses, and right here we have like sense of taste. It is the Perfect Cup Refresh and Detox Tea Herbal Tea. Dragonfly Tea House. And it tells you how to brew it, and it even has the bags to put the loose tea in. So it's dragonflyteahouse.com. Doesn't that look like good tea? It smells good. I'll definitely be trying that out. Sense of maybe touch. A stress ball. I don't have very much strength, but this will help me to actually work on that, hand strength. And look, that's how I'm feeling most of the time. But with that, I have huge tears. And it's got lots of red squiggly wigglies in here, guys. Lots and lots. So let's try to dig through those carefully so we don't lose anything. We have a smaller ball that's a smiley face. That's how I need to be looking, right? They always have something handmade, and I have a feeling that's what this is. Look, it's a present. It's got gold, elastic, so you can use that over. You don't have to throw that away. Squiggly wigglies. I can't wait to see this, because this is usually the piece that really gets me, is the handmade piece that's made out of clay. I think that was a cat. It sounds like somebody was knocking on my door. Beautiful. I would say that this is like a votive candle holder. Look, it's heart-shaped and a nice like terracotta kind of color. And then it's got hearts cut out around it, so your flame would, show up and reflect out of there. Isn't that really beautiful? The time it must take for her to make one of these for every box is just unimaginable. That maybe she has help, but still, even if there's a few people, think about how many of these boxes are probably sold, and they have to make one for every one. And it's a gift from the heart that's handmade. That's what I treasure out of the box more than anything. And look, I could put this little bow around it. Love it. All right, what's next? We have a wooden egg. That's really neat. It feels really nice in your hands. It's nice size. I could see this being kind of a fidget kind of thing for me, like a worry stone. That's nice. I like that a lot. All right, let's see what else. Well, it's in this little bag, and there's like a red shoe. No idea, guys. Gotta find out. Red shoe scroll experiment. Okay, so here's a scroll, a little piece of red paper rolled up, and here's the red shoe. And it's all sparkly, like, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. That's so cute. Let's just appreciate the fact that that's just adorable. And I just dropped the card. It came in it. And of course I did. So here's the card, and let's see what it says. Red shoe scroll experiment. In our Western world of access and material pressure for more, it can be helpful to allow yourself to challenge this momentum by occasionally questioning what it is you want less of. In the old myth of the red shoes, there is a terrible truth about the seduction of addiction. As an experiment for yourself, with this little kit, you are asked to name what you want less of and to do a little practice in consciousness to see if by affirming less you can actually receive less. On the little red scroll in the heel of the shoe, write something you want less of. Place it back in the shoe, then place the shoe somewhere seen daily. Each time you see the shoe, think to yourself how grateful you are for less of that thing. See if you get some relief. Do you actually experience less of the thing? How does it feel? By having less of this, do you gain more of something else? How can you apply this principle of less to other things in your life? Visit our YouTube channel, Valentine Studios, to see Val read The Myth of the Red Shoes. Request access and post any comments or results of your experiment in our Emotional Wellbeing private Facebook group. I was going to say, where'd the shoe go? There it is. So that just fits right there in the heel of the shoe. See? So I'm going to work on that. I got to think. There's a lot of things I need less of right now. So I've got to think on that. And then we have on this card, On Guard, Oil of Protection. So we have an essential oil here. What is it? On Guard is a blend that includes wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, rosemary, and fractionated coconut oil, CFO. It is used to shield from bacteria, mold, and viruses, and goes beyond the physical level to ward off energetic parasites, domineering personalities, and other negative influences. It strengthens the immune system, helping defend against attacks from physical pathogens and negative energies. On Guard also strengthens the inner self and inner resolve, clearing unhealthy connections and assisting alignment with the true self. Suggested uses include aromatic and topical use only. Use roller to rub the oil on pulse points. Massage into skin with hands. Cup hands around the nose, not the eyes, and inhale 3 times deeply, and or roll onto the bottoms of your feet. Use during meditation or any time you want support. I want to smell it. Aromatherapy. You know, there's a lot of science behind aromatherapy. Oh, that smells super good, guys. Oh my goodness. I'd roll in this. That is lovely. That is, love that. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of talking. I can smell the wild orange, the clove, the cinnamon, the eucalyptus. Those are the scents I get the most. But that is such an amazing scent. I love that. I love that. I'd love to have more of that. Here's a nice ink. Aww, here's a nice little ink pen that I need to keep away from my cats. Hey, look, it's got little feathered hair. He got a little smiley face. How can you not smile? And you write with that. And I'm sure it writes well. You gotta push down on his little head. Yeah, it's black ink and it writes really smooth. I like that. That's so cute. Definitely hiding that from the cats. Alright, what do we have here? Love these candles. I think I'm going to try to do this here in a bit so that you can see how this works. There's 2 sheets of this wax that has kind of this honeycomb texture, and you heat it up and you wrap it around the wick and you make like a votive candle. It doesn't have any scent or anything, but it's a nice sensory thing to do. Welcome to a tangible connection to your inner light. You are invited to be a light in this world. This box contains color in the color of love, red. Red is arguably the most powerful and emotionally intense color. Red spans our human emotions from passionate love to violence and war. Red has infinite associations, unique and collective for us all. Among them, red alert, red hearts, red blood, red rubies, red clay, red earth, red hot. Red is a highly stimulating color. It is the color of our root chakra. It is the color of survival. Red has a very high visibility, created out of the slowest rate of vibration and the longest wavelength of color. Its energy is vitality, power, passion, and courage. Red can be a great support for overcoming depression. But be warned, too much of it can create anxiety and agitation. Red is life force energy that creates the primal awakening. Red can stimulate ambition in the act of emergence. Each of us contributes to the whole. At various times, each one of us needs support to survive. When you feel weakened by darkness, confusion, or pain, simply light your candle and give yourself an experience of bringing light to the darkness. Each one of us can nurture our own sense of love and light with this simple action. Keep in mind, you are not one flame standing alone in the darkness. You/we are all connected, and together we are the love and light of this world. Well, one light went out recently, a really big bright one. My daddy died. I think I'll burn that for him, huh? And for me. Squiggly wigglies. What do we have down in here? Sorry, guys. Down here, we have red tiger's eye. There's a stone in this baggie, red tiger's eye. Red tiger's eye is also called dragon's eye and the survival stone. It is associated with our root chakra, the energy center of survival. This beautiful and powerful stone enhances confidence, self-esteem, and harmony within. Red tiger's eye facilitates the opening necessary to accept unconditional love. This stone encourages practical decisions and choices. I've had to make a lot of that lately. Motivating your willpower to achieve goals, I have none right now, and complete tasks. Red tiger's eye improves your luck and prosperity and fosters a healthy and positive self-image. Affirmation for red tiger's eye: I am supported to accept universal unconditional love. Let's try to get it out here. It'll be a beautiful stone in a deep red. Look at that. And see the, the tiger's eye that always, my card's going to be full or my battery's going to die, one or the other. So we may have a break for a minute to collect ourselves. All right, so that's beautiful. And then this is emergency care kit. Welcome. This kit is a simple way to do something with your own hands to support your well-being. The EWB to-do kits are similar to the art therapy directives given to clients in private counseling. I told you that I used to go to art therapy and also journaling therapy. I don't get to do those anymore. I really miss that. These are simple activities that will support your sense of proactive self-care. FYI, art therapy is about supporting, exploring, and expressing yourself. It is not about creating beautiful art or being an artist. Alright guys, it's been a few hours since I had to shut this thing down, which for you is just a couple seconds ago. I got really sick, and so anyway, I'm not sure exactly where I let off. I was talking about this kit here, this art therapy kit. Let's see. art therapy is about supporting, exploring, and expressing yourself. It is not about creating beautiful art or being an artist. This to-do kit guides you to create an emergency care kit for your emotional first aid. This will be a little bag of cards you can pull when you're having trouble thinking or regulating your emotion. These prompts can distract or calm or comfort you when chaos and fear have taken over. Pick the prompts that resonate with you, the ones you think you will do when you need some support. These are healthy things you can do to avoid unhealthy, addictive, or self-harming coping mechanisms. If some of the ideas come close to activities you do compulsively, don't choose those as alternatives. For example, if you are someone who believes you spend too much time online, don't choose the idea for different searches for your emergency coping. Choose more active alternatives. Sorry. May have the stomach virus. Alright, so there's that page. To mix things up here. But here, to-do kit prompts for settling high levels of emotion, anger, overwhelm, stress, or anxiety. Pick what you think will work for you. Cut those activities out and glue them on the easily accessible guidance cards to reference when emotion has taken over and you are not thinking clearly. Remember, emotions will spike at times, and during the spike is no time to do anything except self-care. No decisions or elevated interaction in relationships, only self-soothing activities. The emotion will settle and your frontal lobes will come back online. Don't create any negative consequences for yourself in the meantime. This is a time to wait it out, to comfort yourself, to distract yourself, and to give yourself the time and care to recover before moving forward. So there's like journal what you feel, what you would like to do, and why you will wait. And then jump up and down and growl while punching the air. Take quality time alone to center yourself. Stop trying to be perfect and accept your humanity. I'm not reading them all. Go for a nice long drive and yell or sing really loudly. I talk to God when I drive. Move everything in your room to a new spot. That would be a little hard since my husband is blind. That wouldn't be a very good one to do. Allow time for the not knowing before figuring it all out. Be good to yourself. I am worth the care. And there's a whole lot more than that, obviously. I just read a very random few. But you're supposed to cut that out, and then here she even provides you with the glue stick. That's pretty awesome. But here are the cards. You could put them like on a like a ring, binder ring, or tie ribbons through them, use them like as a bookmark or something. Nice glassine bag. And here are your cards here. Wow, there's a whole range of colors. A whole rainbow of, literally. And they're all different. That's nice. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, unless I counted wrong, unless any of them stuck together. So there's a lot more than 10 here, and it's so that you can find the ones that resonate with you. And this actually gives you the materials included and what to do. Directions. Read the list and cut out the items that feel supportive for you and that you believe you would do in times of stress. Glue them onto the cards. Place all the cards back in the bag. Place the bag somewhere you can access during times of distress. When the time comes, don't think, just pull a card and do the suggestion. And there's more on there about that. So that's a neat activity. And I will, of course, be doing all of these things as prescribed, especially since I'm having my own struggles right now that are really tough. I hope to get a lot out of this box. And go back to the other box as well. And I have, I think, another one to unbox, I think. Or that I did unbox. I'm not, I think I might have already unboxed it, but life has, anyways, I don't know where I'm at or where I'm going at the moment. So another little cute glassine bag, and that has these little affirmation cards here. And they say things like, I treat myself with safety and security. I am surviving in a complex world, and I embrace my ability to understand my emotional guidance system. There's always a little bag with 3 of these in it. That's nice. And then, you know what I've noticed? There doesn't seem to be something for your sense of sound. Yes, there is. This egg, it's not just an egg. It's like a little maraca type thing. So it's soft and you can rub it and, you know, but it also, hear it? Alright, sorry. Journal prompts for graceful survival. Welcome to the journal prompts for Box 2 and the theme of graceful survival. Within each of the EWB boxes, there are pages for your journal in the color of the box. Also included are journal prompts to stimulate your writing. When you work with the prompts, do not edit, censor, or stylize the writing. Let any words come with no concern for grammar, spelling, or sentence structure. Use your journal as a private place to express whatever you want to or choose to express. It does not even have to be true. You can make things up and tell yourself stories. Get creative with your metaphors. And remember, what you write and feel one day can change the next. We must allow ourselves the freedom to change, to be transformed by experience, and to learn. Don't get too attached to what you write, and occasionally look back and see how you have grown and changed. It is a great way to track yourself and to validate your own growth. If you live in a place where privacy is not given, keep yourself safe and hide your journal. I don't get a whole lot of privacy, but this is my one sort of private space, mostly private. So let's see what we have. So we have that page, and then there's writing on the back of that. They're journal prompts for Box 2, and then it gives you them. And I don't want to tell you because, you know, you need to get your own box. In the past 5 years, the most difficult experience I suffered was. That's the only one I'm going to tell you. And Socrates said, the unexamined life is not worth living. And then there are different pages in red, various shades of red. Trying, guys, to let you see. There's a lot. I mean, I'm not showing you every page, but there's a couple different shades of red here. And then there's a specialty paper. There's always at least one specialty paper, and that is like textury, but on the side, look, not pretty. I like that one a lot. So there's, you know, it's quite a few sheets, and you can doodle and draw and write, or cut out clippings of something, you know, and glue some things in, or, you know, do, oh man, oh, there's another specialty paper. Look at that one. That's pretty. I didn't see that one. Oh, and there's also always a envelope in the color, so you can put some hidden things in there, or things you don't want to lose. Maybe you have some receipts or tickets, or maybe you want to hide some very hidden correspondence to yourself in there, or correspondence from someone else, or you know, there's lots of things that could be kept inside those little envelopes. So anyways, so you have your journal, and it's on these big rings, and all this is meant to go next. So this was, I think this was box 1. So, and it was sort of a pinkish color, see? And I'm going to put this next, and I'm going to put all the different parts to box 2 inside of in there, and start working on it. And maybe the next box I will show you some of that. I did already show in the second box I received. I did show some of what I did on the first box. In the bottom of here, by the way, are little heart like confettis and things. That's really nice, and you could even glue those in or something. Anyways, but to recap a little bit, I'm not going to read it to you, but I'm just going to show you. Here's my stone from the first one hanging there, so I can have access to it. I can get it out. I just made these little things to hang on it, just to give it some texture and interest, and if I'm sitting there and I need something to fidget with, and I'll add more to this. That's what I did, because I had very limited supplies, because I worked on this in Ohio the trip before my father passed away. I was home like a week and a half, and that's when he aspirated and went onto the ventilator, and they did take him off, and I got time to speak with him, and all of that. Thankfully, I was able to have some very precious time with my dad. But I was limited because I was flying, and I just bought a thing of variegated yarn, and it was one skein of yarn with all these colors, and I just, made pom-poms with it, and these tassely things, because I only had so much space, and so that one skein of yarn that had all these colors, I was able to do something with it. I would not usually decorate a journal in this way, but I really do like the way that they feel, and things like, I can mindlessly sit there and play with them, and it's kind of a soothing kind of thing, the texture and all of that. So anyways, well, I don't know if any of that was recording, because my camera just randomly shut off. It's done that a few times now. So anyways, what I was trying to say is, please comment below what you think of my emotional wellness box. And I was trying to tell you that I love it, I need it, I use it, and I had gone to a place up the road from where I live, where I not only had an individual therapist for my one-on-one talking to a therapist, but I also had art therapy and journaling, journaling therapy, and where we would journal on a topic, and then we would talk about it. The art therapy, we'd do some art or craft or something on a topic, and then we would talk about it. So, but between these three, which I ended up going 3 times a week, because each day there was a different therapy. We utilized all the 5 senses. So we did things a lot like this box. And, between all these 3 these different therapy sessions, some people are going to think that this is sort of new agey and all of that. And I'm telling you that this kind of therapy is being done more and more. And with really good results, and it was working really well for me. And then COVID happened, and some other things happened, and that made it so that I wasn't able to attend those therapies anymore. So this is invaluable to me. I love it. I will get the entire year, and I urge you to get past your thoughts of, oh, that's new age and weird and all of that, and because I know some of you have expressed those thoughts, and other people really like it, And I'm telling you, it does work. And you know, all of your senses, everything is affected when your mental health is being negatively affected. All your senses are, all your whole body. It's not just a mind thing, it's a whole body thing. And this really is very helpful. And some of these different things, like smelling the oil or feeling the smoothness of the little maraca, or squeezing the stress ball. Of course, we all know that those are helpful. Or the stone, even the color, all of that are ways to help break that cycle of negative thinking, negative feeling, and ground you back and bring you back. And it's hard for me to explain. You just need to check it out for yourself. And I love it. I highly recommend it, and I highly recommend the lady behind this company. It's just amazing. She is an actual therapist, and so believe me, she knows what she's doing, folks. And with that, I really would love to ask you to give me that big old thumbs up. I really need it. And please subscribe to my channel and share my video with others so that maybe they might subscribe as well. And as always, thank you for watching and listening to me babble. And I'm sorry if I lost my train of thought, and I'm sorry I don't have much energy. I didn't know in the middle of this I was going to end up getting, I wasn't feeling good earlier in the day, but now I'm really sick. Yep, that's just the way it is. It's always something. I will see you again in another video very soon, but not tonight, because I'm going to go lay down. Bye, guys. I love this box. I truly, truly do. Okay, guys, so this is just a quick video showing my journal. As you can see, it's getting quite thick. Not all of those pages, however, are filled out. I've got a lot of space left to write, but let me see if I can open this up to, okay, so we're at box 2, and that is Graceful Survival is the is what this one is about. But here are the prompts that were in here, if you can see it. And I started out, I showed you guys this. I had done for my classy artist box. I was working on my hand lettering with that kit, and here's a picture of my dad just right before he died. So this was taken sometime in the spring, early spring, and a cardinal. This yarn was actually tying some of these cards together, and I just tied it in a bow and put it there. There's a broken heart, not drawn real well, but you know, it is broken and sewn back together, and it's raw and bleeding. But it says, sorry, I'm trying to survive gracefully without you. And there's some sparkly, I don't know if you can, I think you can kind of see that it's glittering and sparkling. And anyway, so this ties together that classy artist box and this emotional wellness box. You know, I like used the two together to make this one project. And pictures of my mom and dad in Florida. This was early spring. Look how happy. Just a couple months before he died. And picture of my dad. Another one of those it's washi tape cardinal.
This is the first prompt in the past few years. The most difficult experience I suffered was, and you can see it's about watching my dad die, but also how blessed I feel that I was able to be there, because they're more than 13 hours away from where I live. More of the washi tape with the cardinals. So I taped this in because it's quite long. Just journaling. It's folded up and attached. And then there's sorry guys. This one's the second prompt. The people, places, things, and actions that got me through this time. Well, obviously I'm not through it. I'm going through it, but so the knowledge that we made the right decision to put Daddy in hospice and not put him through any more suffering to try to prolong things. Excuse me. Being there at the hospice, being able to spend my daddy's last days with him. My mom, talking about people, my mom being there to help each other through it, and how I couldn't have gotten through it without her. And, but I haven't gotten through the loss of my dad. I'm trying to, though, one day at a time, one moment at a time. More washi tape. And another cardinal. What I know for sure about this today. I know that grief is a very personal thing. It is different for everyone, and it takes as long as it takes. I also know that I need help with my grief and the depression caused by the depth of my loss. And I know that needing help is okay. It doesn't mean that I am weak. It just means that I am human. Cardinal. My mom and dad in January of 2020 on a cruise. Cardinal. And I don't know if you've ever heard Michael Jackson's song "You Are Not Alone," but I wrote down some of the lyrics from that because I was working on this. That song came on my Alexa, and I had after it came on, I had her repeat it over and over, probably 50 times, to remind me that I don't know if you can see the lyrics. It says, "Another day has gone. I'm still all alone. How could this be? You're not here with me. You never said goodbye. Someone tell me why did you have to go and leave my world so cold? Every day I sit and ask myself," and then I said, "Why you slipped away," because I changed it just a little bit to make it fit. "Something whispers in my ear and says, you were not alone. I am here with you. Though you're far away, I am here to stay. You are not alone. I am here with you. Though we're far apart, you're always in my heart." And then it says, "You are not alone." It says, "Just the other night." I hope I don't get copyright infringement, but this is a Michael Jackson song. "Just the other night, I thought I heard you cry, asking me to come and hold you in my arms. I can hear your prayers, your burdens I will bear, but first I need your hand, then forever can begin. Every day I sit and ask myself how my daddy slipped away. Then I feel him whisper in my heart. He says, you are not alone. I am here with you. Though we're far apart, I am here to stay. You are not alone. I am here with you. Though we're far apart, I'm always in your heart. See, I changed it a little bit. So you are not alone. Just whisper these 3 words and I'll come running. Fly, baby girl, you know that I'll be there. Just say, I need you, Daddy. Reach out and I'll be there because you are not alone. I changed it so it fit for me. So, anyway. My mom and dad on the cruise again, and they were together for 60 years. And even after all that time, like how much in love they still were. And this is going to have mementos in it. It doesn't at the moment, but it's going to, like my plane tickets from where I went to spend time with my dad and mom. Right before he aspirated and ended up, well, before he ended up in the hospice. I don't want to go into it. But anyways, I'm going to put like my plane tickets and stuff in there. Stuff like that. Some little odds and ends. That was early spring of 2021. And if you don't know, more cardinals, if you don't know the significance of the cardinal, other than just being a beautiful bird, right, is they say when you see a cardinal that it is a visit from heaven. And I printed out this little thing about that. It says, if you are lucky enough to spot a cardinal, you should smile to yourself, as cardinals represent deceased loved ones who are watching over you. In the hospice, my dad, outside his window, there was a cardinal that was there every day. I haven't seen one since. But anyway, that's what I've gotten done so far. Obviously, I've got more to go. But that's what I've got in there so far. And there's my red tiger eye there. And, there's the rose quartz. And I'm going to, leave the little baggies with the stones so that I don't lose them. But, and here in a minute, we're going to make the candle. So, hold on. Actually, I'm not exactly certain how I'm going to do the candle and hold the camera because my other camera, the battery is dead. I just remembered. I forgot to charge the battery. So anyways, I've been heating this up so you can see, I think you can see it's pretty bendable. And I'll be right back and I'll try to show you in stages instead of actually videoing the whole process because I forgot to charge the battery. Okay, so you start by separating the 2 pieces of the wax. And you take, I love how they put the little wick kind of in a heart shape. I love that. Anyways, so you put the wick across the end and then you start rolling it real tight this direction. So you start rolling it up. Try to keep it going straight so it'll sit flat, and try to keep it tight and make sure you have some wick sticking out both ends. I'm not gonna be able to do this one-handed, but anyways, maybe a little bit. If I do, it's gonna go crooked, but anyways, it rolls up real easy. Hang on. And here we go. You can see it's going real well. It's staying nice and tight. And you just keep rolling it. I'm trying to do it when I have cats playing in the bathroom. I'm trying to keep it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess it's going straight still. Mostly. So, when you get to this point, I got to straighten it out. Hang on. Can you see that line where it ended? You're going to take the next sheet and match it right up to that line. Not like overlapping it, but right up against it. And wind this up some more. So, I'll be right back. All right, so from the emergency card kit, the the thing I cut out was repeat the mantra, and this too shall pass. And the reason I printed that out is I say that all the time, so it is something that has meaning for me, as it does, I'm sure, many people. And I put this little piece of lace ribbon on here, like a crocheted lace ribbon, and that's actually washi tape as well, holding that on there. And I put washi tape around this to kind of just, I don't know, just jazz it up a little bit. And I'm going to make the rest of them tomorrow. It has gotten rather late and my video is not up yet, and by the time it goes up it will be tomorrow instead of today. So I really want to get this done, but I just wanted to show you. Yeah, and then you put it in a little envelope and you just pull one out, and when you have an emergency, it's a little something that you can do to help, bring yourself out of the funk. So